6. Almost there. Five to go. Who'd have thunk? Very nice. Couple of dabs. Line it up. Tap it in. Like so. Very nice. Couple to go. Lucky last. Turn that, and we just drop a little bit in the ends there before we nip them. Give that a wipe. Same here, other side. Apply some glue just on the tip of the fret. It just goes down into that channel and makes sure that that end doesn't spring out at any time. It just gives it a bit more solidity. Whoops, I've just spilt some glue. There we go. Okay. All right, let that cure for a second or two, a minute or so. Let me catch up with the chat. Ghetto Logic. What's going on, guys? BTM in the house. Gatto's here as well. The BTM, that's right. Mav. What's happening? See you, Lynn. Oi. The hammer. Leslie, the little mallet is a good weapon of choice. I do say so myself. Let me grab those necks and show you what that polyurethane looks like. I'm undecided. It looks okay. I've got to wait and see what it pans out after 2 or 3 coats. So it looks really shiny and clear. So the good thing about this polyurethane resin that I'm using is A, it's water-based. B, it's 10 minutes touch dry, 4 hours recoat. So I've got 2 coats on this guy. So you can see it's the color is preserved really nicely. It's sort of even. It's still sort of a little bit softish. It's still sort of settled. I only did that about an hour or so ago. But a couple of coats of that, flatten it, and then maybe a top coat, and we might be good to go. I do like the color, the fact that it doesn't yellow with UV, and it doesn't change the color of the intended piece of art, the work. So there's our headstock on the Purple Heart. Slight black burst. You can probably barely see it, but just a little bit of a burst around those keyholes. But that's 2 coats as well. It's got to flatten that and give it probably a 3rd coat and see how that finishes up in about a week's time. The shiny clear is good. I don't like it everywhere on a guitar now. I do put it on the tops, but I don't put it around the backs or the sides. I try to keep them satin. But yeah, this will work, I think. So we'll see how it goes before I attempt to put it on the body itself. Of course, if it all goes wrong, there's far less sanding to do on a headstock than there is on a body. So that's why we're using the headstocks as the test bed, the ground, if you like, the test ground. I may use that for a desk. It's pretty good, man. It's very, very good. It spreads pretty evenly. The only problem with this stuff is it is the thicker. It's not very watery. It's quite thick. It's a one part, not a 2-part. So it's a 1K, not a 2K poly. So it doesn't have, you don't have to mix it with the hardener. You don't shake it. It comes straight out of the bottle. You just pour and brush, or pour and let sit. I just lightly drizzle and then even it out with a brush, feather it, and let it just sit there. In 10 minutes, it's hardened. So hopefully, the only problem I find is that because it is a little bit viscous, it takes a little bit of time to even out, which is a good thing, but not if it's dry in 10. 10 minutes to even out, depending on the shape of the object, may not be enough to get a level sitting. I'd love it to sit there for 2 hours in liquid form before it starts to go off. There's pain in everything, Dana. This is a pain too. Easy to apply because you don't have to pre-mix and then clean up crap. and you don't have to mix, and you don't have to worry about bubbles then coming up and you're having to heat them out and that. Art is pain. Art is pain. He said it best. Gatto said it best. Art is pain. Let's trim some frets. Let's nip some frets, shall we? Shall we? I'm going to cut them now down the thighs. Let's go. These are pretty short because I can't get in there, so I've cut them deliberately short, but that one can go. As can this one. As can this one. And yo. And yo. Trim those suckers, ready for filing. I'll vacuum later. Just get them off the bench. Sharp metal shrapnel on the bench, not a good thing if you have finely finished glossy coats of wood. Flip it over, do the other side. Check for other metal pieces, of course. Whoops, daisy. That's okay. This horn's getting in the way. I can just get in there, guys and girls. Oh, the switch is in the way. Okay. The rest I'll have to probably, file down. Okay. And clean some of this hardware as well once we finish, before we put it all back together again. Okay. So, what's she look like? Refretted, sanded fretboard, refretted. There you have it. Okay, we've got to now sand those frets, level those frets. It's pretty good. Looks very, very flat. It's nice. It's good. I think off the bat they look all right. Now we've just got to check the levels and get them trimmed up, filed, crowned, you name it. You know the drill, as they say. Now this is going to be a bit tricky because the neck is set. What I need to do is file, and unfortunately it's going to take a while. Do I want to use a file, or do I want to... Now, I'm not too worried about the edge of the fretboard because it is getting reshaped. I'm going to scrape the edge of this fretboard here. So this corner here, this is quite a flat area here. It's like a D. So it means there's a steep sort of turn into that. I'm going to take that part away. I'm going to wear out another sort of 1/4 inch of roundness down and make that flatter. So I'm going to take that side down, I'm going to take the other side down, and then I'm going to refinish, which means I have to sand this bugger all the way back, which is a pain in the butt. But it has to be done. What can we say? I wish I had a pair of cutters that were smaller, but with just as much power. Like that. See if I can get any more of these off. No, I'm going to have to file the rest. That's okay. I've got my big file here, my big boy file.